everybody. Welcome to Sew What You Like. I'm your girl, Mari Mills, back with another video. All right, first things first, if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. And if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you like the content and you'll consider subscribing to my channel to help my channel grow. All right, so in today's video, we'll be talking about this lovely coat and hat ensemble I have here. All right, so if you're interested to hear more about this lovely, beautiful coat and hat that I have here and the patterns that I use, please keep watching, right? All right, so let's get into it. So I've had this fabric here for quite some time. It's an upholstery fabric that I got at a local fabric store here in Atlanta. All right, and I just kept thinking, what do I want to make? I knew I wanted to make some type of outerwear, garment like a coat or bomber jacket, something, but I wasn't quite sure. So I was on the phone with my mom, who's my sewing buddy. Hi, Ma. And we were just talking about, different things that we were wanting to sew. And I was like, what about that upholstery fabric, that we got? Because she also has some. So stay tuned. I'll show you what she makes with hers. And she was like, well, what about a coat? And so we were going through our patterns on the phone. And so I stumbled upon this pattern here. So this is Butterick 53.99. Give you a full view of that. And this is what is considered to be a lifestyle wardrobe pattern, okay? So this pattern contains multiple makes, right? So you have a dress, you have a jacket, all right? 2 lengths. You have, I said a dress, right? So you also have a skirt and then you have pants, okay? So I made view B, which is right here, okay? And so here are the line drawings that you can see. You can see there's a shorter version of the coat, there's the belt, there's the version I made, the dress, the skirt, the pants, all right? And this pattern is described as a Mrs. Petite jacket, belt, coat, dress, skirt, and pants. Loose fitting line jacket or coat B, which has raglan sleeves. It has a stand-up collar and it has a button closure, okay? And it has one carrier in the back to hold the belt if you're wanting the belt. All right, and so it takes 4 buttons. The materials that it suggested on here are 1/2 inch raglan shoulder pads, 4 1 1/4 inch buttons, and optional 1 1/4 to 2 inch belt. Okay, so that was the notions, not fabrics. So the fabrics are flannel, wool, tweed, and gabardine. All right, so that is that, right? So basically, you'll need some buttons, okay? You'll need, of course, your thread and your sewing machine, all right? And you'll also need some interfacing because you're going to need to interface the collar, okay? So that is very simple. It's just think of making a raglan style top, right? You have your sleeves, you have your front, and you have your back. And then in this case, we have a collar. So this was a very easy make. It is lined, fully lined. But the only thing for me, once again, are collars. Collars are my nemesis, okay? But I made it through, okay? I survived the collar. All right. And I'm getting better with my collars. I'm getting much, much better. So by the end of 2023, it should not be an issue. Okay. Maybe that's too long for me. I'm giving myself to mid year. Okay, so we'll think summertime. I should be pretty good with collars. Okay, and so for the hat here, the lovely hat here, I use Simplicity 9509. All right, and it is view B here. Okay, so view B is the hat. Here are the line drawings, and there you can see the hat. And so this hat is for adult and children. Okay, it calls for a 45-inch with fabric. They suggest wide, lightweight wovens with or without a nap. All right, and then it is lined. The hat is also lined. So any lining material, cotton, whatever you want to line it with. All right, and you do need two types of interfacing. So you need like a sew-in. I didn't really use the sew-in. I just used what I had on hand. Okay, and I fused it. So the other interfacing is buckram. And so that is just a stiff type of interfacing that kind of gives it a little body here, okay? So now, here is the hat. You can see it close up. I tried my best to do, some matching with the lines, but it just was not going to work out. But I think it turned out pretty good. I did, get it lined there. There's the inside. And the lining that I use for the inside is the same that I use for the coat. And I wanted to use this lining because it has like a satin feel, and that's good for your hair. You don't want your hair getting pulled out by, the upholstery fabric or cotton. It's not really good for your hair. So you want something that is more, that doesn't catch your hair. Okay. So that is the hat there. And let's see if we can move the camera down a bit. Okay. And so here is the coat here. Let's see if we can, I call her Busty Lou, okay? Because she's busty. Okay. So here is the coat. So we have our collar. It's a stand-up collar. We have our buttons. And let's see. So for the buttons, I decided to go with a gold finish button that I got at a local fabric store. And I decided to do pink stitching that you probably can't see really good. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it, but I decided to do pink stitching for the buttons to give it a pop of color. And as you can see, it has the raglan sleeves. So yeah, very nice, very nice. So let's pull back out here. And so we'll open her up. Here's her belt. And I mean, if you are looking for a nice, easy coat that is lined, then definitely, check out Butterick 53.99. And, you might, if you go to work out of the home, you go into the office, it's actually a good pattern. That way you can build a wardrobe, okay? And so the stitching, I did do the buttonholes in pink, and it looks like I need to add a little bit more fray check on those. But so here we go. Don't mind her, okay? We got a bra going on here, but you get the gist. You can see the pink lining, okay? So we'll cover back up that. I don't want you to flag me for nudity or anything like that. I forgot that she didn't have a shirt on under there, but please forgive me. So anyway, guys, so yes, that is the coat, okay? And it is it's a nice length. So let's see, the pattern, let's see what the length is for the coat on the pattern, if it gives it. I don't think that it gives it, but I'll enter pictures and you'll get to see that it's past the knee. So it's a nice length. It's very warm. The lining that I use is a flannel back lining that I got from Joann's. And so when I'm making coats or jackets that are lined that I want to have some warmth, I like to go with the flannel back, the satin flannel back lining. Okay. So I think it just adds a bit of warmth because I did have a chance to wear it out and I was like, this is pretty warm for this bipolar Georgia weather. So yes, guys, that is going to conclude the review. Well, somewhat review and showing off my lovely coat and hat of these two here patterns, Butterick 5399, S9509. And this is actually a newer pattern. So if you don't have it and you're interested in making hats, especially something like a bucket hat, go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to make at least one more version. I think I'm going to make this version. And then I'll probably be definitely making more of these. Okay, so that is it, you guys. If you can please do me a huge favor, give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Have you made Butterick 5399? It is quite an older pattern. Let's see if it has a copyright date on it. It's from 2009, guys. So this is from 2009. So let me know if you have it. Have you made it? Now, if you have it and you haven't made it, are you interested in making it now that you know what a beauty you can make with it? Okay. Do you have the hat pattern? Do you like hats? Would you consider making a hat? Let me know below. And if you have stopped by quite a few times and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing so we can help the channel out, or you can help the channel out, right? Okay, guys, so that is it. Enjoy the rest of your week and see you in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.